Roundtable, take two. Action.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for coming today. The topic that we're going to discuss is relational tension, and we just wanted to get your guys' thoughts about that. Cool? Sound good? So the first question, I'm just going to open it up. Answer if you feel comfortable, whatever. Who do you get into relational tension with the most?
My housemates, those I live with.
Yeah, same.
Do you guys live with each other?
Yes.
Okay, a little spin on the question. Who did you experience relational tension the most with during shelter in place?
Yeah, I think I experienced a lot of tension just living with family. Just, you're stuck at home, you can't go out, and just like, the situation kind of sucks. And like, I think also just with family, it's family, right? It's just like, you guys always, get into fights and stuff, right?
Yeah. All gloves are off with family. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just have different approaches or styles. So I think I like things a particular way. Like Kim had laundered our towels and she left them on the couch, and I was like, oh, why'd you leave it there? And then she came out of her room. She was like, oh, like I washed the towels.
Oh, how nice.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, thank you. Like, but why'd you leave it on the couch? And she was like, oh, I don't know where it goes. I was like, okay, like it's been a year. I got up in the middle of the night, like to go to the bathroom, and like I just see in the corner of my eye that the towels were still on the couch. And I was why? Like, why did you? It's right there. You just put it away.
Yeah, so the pain of bringing it up is even more than the pain of just like enduring it and hoping it'll go away, right?
Yeah.
So why is it so painful? Why do you think it's like so painful to bring up, and talk about relational tension?
I think a big part of it is just like your pride. Like, I don't want to have to apologize. I don't want to have to say I was in the wrong in any situation.
Even though I think apologizing first also sort of makes the other person apologize back as well.
It makes the other person apologize.
Wait,
I apologize that you have to now.
No,
Yeah, like sometimes if you eat your pride, you swallow it, and you apologize first, the other person will too. But I think it's also true that it's kind of a risk, right? Like, it's not guaranteed that the other person's going to apologize. Like, you might say, hey, I'm sorry. And you're just like, what's happening next? You're like, hello, and like, it's a risk,
Yeah, I think that's what makes it so hard because, it's like, oh, if I apologize, they say I'm sorry. And then like, they don't. It's like, oh, well, I just lost.
Take
like,
an L, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really interesting because I think what we're getting at is this idea of like relationships need to have some kind of equilibrium. They need to have some kind of fairness to them, right? If I apologize, you apologize, right? I did that wrong thing. Maybe I did like 2 wrong things, but hey, you did 5, I'm just curious, like, do you guys think that's actually possible? Like, to get fairness, to get equilibrium? Just really quick. No, wow, really? Okay. Just, can you, tell me more about that.
I think if you're to try to like tally up scores, like my side versus their side, I think, I don't know, but in my own personal experience, like it can be really hard to be objective, I can think about like times where I messed up, I did this or that, but then it's like, oh, like, I just, that's not actually me. I just messed up that one time. I'm not like that, or I just won't even remember.
Yeah.
Just like, but then like, if it's like my housemate or something, like, oh, he's always like this. He always does this one thing, like, and it's so easy to remember like how I've been wronged and I've been grieved by other people.
That's so true. Is there an alternative to fairness then? Is there a better alternative to fairness? It seems so natural to like keep score, right? And to like keep those tallies and then try to even that out. That might be the best we can do. But I'm just wondering if you guys can come up with some kind of grand solution right now for relational harmony. It's hard, yeah. Well, I just wanted to read a verse from the Bible with you guys. And I just want your gut reaction to it, your honest gut reaction to the Bible, okay? Here's what the Bible has to say about how we should deal with relational tension. In Colossians chapter 3, it says, "Put on then, as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, put on compassionate hearts, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience, bearing with one another. And if one has a complaint against another, forgiving each other. As the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must forgive." Gut reactions.
That sounds really hard. I think it sounds like, yeah, like that's what I would want in a relationship, like forgiveness, patience, kindness. But I think in the moment of relational tension, it's a lot easier to just let your emotions take over and you're like, forgiveness, like patience, like, I don't know about this one. So I think it sounds really cool in concept, but I think in a lot of like our actual tensions, it's hard to like bring that in.
Yeah, I would agree. I think honestly it feels pretty like unrealistic. You know, I think especially like in circumstances where like let's say you have to be like, you know, the quote unquote like bigger person and like, you know, say sorry when the other person doesn't want to like apologize. Like it just feels like like feels like almost like a part of you has to like die almost, you know. It's like it's really hard.
Yeah.
Like
All right, well, thank you guys for just sharing honestly and sharing with us your own experiences around relational tension. That was a really great conversation. So yeah, thank you.